While living and working abroad as an American comes with so many benefits like increased international travel, access to free or lower cost healthcare, and expanding your understanding of the world's cultures, did you know that it's one of only 2 countries in the world to tax citizens based on citizenship instead of residency? This means that no matter where you are living in the world, you have to file your US taxes whether you owe anything or not. I'm Jamie and I've been living abroad full-time since 2010. In this video, I'll share my experience as an American living abroad and how I navigate filing my US taxes as an expat. If you're an American or US green card holder living abroad and are looking for basic info on US expat taxes and how you can streamline your US taxes from abroad, then this video is for you. Let's go over some of the basics of expat taxes for Americans. There are a variety of tax treaties between the US and other countries that prevent double taxation, and Americans abroad can use the foreign earned income exclusion or the foreign tax credit to exclude or credit a percentage of foreign taxes paid. Another important component of US taxes when living abroad is reporting your foreign bank accounts. You can do this by filing the F-bar for your checking, savings, pension, and investment accounts abroad. You can either do this yourself or through a registered expat tax agent. While the standard tax deadline for Americans is April 15th, expats get an automatic 2-month extension until June 15th, and you can file a request for a further extension until October 15th. I've been filing both international and US taxes since 2010, and I have both filed my US taxes myself and used online tax agencies. One year I even had to file Spanish, Australian, and US taxes since the tax years are different in each country. This year, I filed my US taxes from Australia with Taxes for Expats. This is an online expat tax platform that walks you through the whole process step by step with a simple questionnaire. And then when you're ready, you send it off to your tax professional. They review it for you and they also file it for you. They have worked with over 50,000 clients in 190 countries during the past 20 years. So let's take a look at what the portal is like and what it's like to file with Taxes for Expats. To generate your own unique questionnaire, you'll answer these few questions first, and then the questionnaire will look like this with a lot of different categories to go through. Here's an example of one of the category pages. You have places to upload files. There's information about the specific country where you're living. And when that's all ready, you'll send it to your tax professional and they will send it back for your approval or disapproval. And you can also request an extension here. You'll also get a link to this guide on how to understand your US tax return, which can help you decide if it's ready to approve or not. If you're ready to start your US expat tax return with Taxes for Expats, then go to eslteacher365.com/tax to get a discount on your first return. You can find all the details in the video description, and if you choose to use this link, it does support my channel at no extra cost to you, so thank you. I really liked that there were tips signaled with my current country's flag to help me understand the wording of how the US tax forms related to my tax situation abroad. For example, here in Australia, retirement accounts are called super accounts. So when there was a question that was related to these types of accounts, they were clearly marked. In general, the tax questionnaire from Taxes for Expats was one of the easiest ones that I have used. I could save the answers as I went, I could flag specific questions, and I could even write in comments and questions that I had. It was really helpful to get email, text, and WhatsApp reminders to help me fill out that questionnaire and also learn about the status of my return. As an entrepreneur and teacher, I am always working on multiple projects, so reminders helped me stay on track and on time with my US taxes. While filing, I had a specific question and I was able to connect with an agent on WhatsApp and then eventually with my tax professional that was assigned to my account through email. The responses were always very fast, and if something wasn't clear the first time, they would reword it in a way that made it easier for me to understand. One downside was that it wasn't very straightforward if I wanted to call and speak with an agent on the phone. Because I'm based in Australia, the available times to me were only 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. And in the end, I just ended up communicating by WhatsApp and email with the agents. Another con was that there was a bit of back and forth about whether I should be filing jointly or separately with my husband. Since we both own our own businesses, our return was quite complicated. So we got there eventually, but it did take some time. The biggest difference that I noticed between filing my taxes with Taxes for Expats and a competitor that I had used the previous 3 years was that my agent from Taxes for Expats was able to quickly catch some errors that hadn't been caught by the other company. Since I run a small business online, I do have a bit of a complicated return, and I feel like I can trust Taxes for Expats because they double check everything and all of that checking is done by supervisors. A second difference was that the agents at the competitor took so long to respond to my questions, and even the actual filing itself took forever to get approved. I was bounced from agent to agent, especially last year when I was working with that competitor. With Taxes for Expats, I was with the same agent the entire time. They processed my return quickly and it was just a lot easier. Tax time is always stressful, especially when living abroad, so leave it to the professionals and you won't regret it. If you're looking for a tax preparer for American expats who is accurate and quick, then I recommend Taxes for Expats. To claim your discount and start your return, go to eslteacher365.com/tax. If you'd like to learn about how I became a US Australian dual citizen, then you can watch this video next.